Good afternoon. Here's your Thoth Thursday Tarot for the Collective. Such a beautiful card. We pulled the Two of Cups, otherwise known as Love, in the Thoth Tarot deck. In this deck, we have these beautiful paired dolphins. Absolutely lovely. And this is like the symbol of the royal art of alchemy. And the dolphins are intertwined with this beautiful flowing energy of love and nurturing and mother's milk. And it's coming from this great, beautiful lotus here underneath of the goddess. And it goes into the twin lotus below. And then you see it overflowing into the cups, resting on this beautiful, calm, green Venus sea here. This card is also representative of Venus in Cancer. So beautiful energy. And it's this purity of love. It's this unconditional love. You know, this unconditional love that the survival mind in the reptile brain is often unable to conceive of or often understand. Making, you know, such this absolute annihilation of the individual in the overflowing power of unity. So therefore, this love is communication on all states of conscious and energy. And it's shown by these beautiful pink lotus blossoms. It is the as above and so below concept, stating that this love flows from the divine itself. This love is equal and special, as shown by these two beautiful overflowing cups here. And love like this is without self-banishment or self-diminishing or self-deprecating. Rather, it expands both parties, and they feel equal to each other while being special to each other as well. This is a state that many of us wish for, but we often only experience love in these unbalanced natures or unequal love without feeling special, such as, you know, professional relationships and also within our romantic relationships too. This can symbolize both. These dolphins are alchemical symbols of solution, and, you know, it's like this also represents this creative love. You know, it's like the green sea, and that's that love of creativity flowing. The yellow reflection symbolizes inspirational love. And then the blue sky states that love is clear and focused. And, you know, we know that Venus is the planet of love and beauty and creative power. Venus is a complete symbol of the beautiful tree of life. And then astrologically, Cancer represents nurturing, comforting, supporting, and healing, home and relationship. And, you know, this is just such a beautiful energy here. And it's like there's no ego here. It's like the harmony of the universal female and the universal male. And they're just radiating this intensity of joy and ecstasy that washes away any and all concerns. You know, where the will to be is a combination of I will be. Will to force and will to form becomes I am me. And again, we're back to this universal love. The love that connects us all together as one. You know, it's absolutely beautiful energy. So, you know, there's this card is saying that you'll have the experience, you'll have this experience to have the capacity to achieve emotional balance and emotional fulfillment in, you know, one or more of your connections. Now, again, this can be both professionally speaking, spiritually speaking, or romantic relationship speaking too. And it's saying that, like, as we leave this Cancer season and enter into Leo, keep remembering to extend the love to those people in your life, love to family members, love to your partnerships in work, your partnerships in, you know, out in the community. You know, with this Aquarius full moon too, it's like you're making these connections with people that are beautifully balanced, and you're sharing your resources. You have, you know, shared gifts and talents and love and healing and you know, this is helping to affect the outer collective, and perhaps some of your purpose is making this connection with these people and making these beautiful, healing, loving connections and taking that out into the world on a larger scale. It's absolutely beautiful. So this card too, it also says, like, you're thriving within these partnerships too. There's no it's almost like, perhaps you have no time for connections that are not this deep connection, those types of connections and partnerships that your heart leaps with joy when you make those connections immediately. You can feel that, and when you share your joy with those around you, you'll send out that energy where you will continue to attract these deep and meaningful ties with others. Perhaps you will no longer attract the unbalanced energies, This card also has these beautiful whispers of romance and love. Venus is here. This beautiful bliss and magnetic attraction and the unity of like-hearted souls, and it's this perfect pairing of matched souls, and it can develop into something magical and intoxicating and entangling and one which you both can let your light shine through. You can be your true authentic selves within these partnerships. You're merging your paths together and uniting yourselves, in karmic ways. And it changes you throughout these connections too. And it's affecting your creativity and your intuition and the types of things that you value in the world and in connections is shifting as well, So look for these arrivals of profoundly passionate and devoted connections, and maybe, the ways in which you see yourself as one half of your partnerships, it can deepen and shift as well. And it can become more magical. It can become more intermingled, more close. And it's like this sacred reflection that you see with those two cups, that you see the reflection that you see coming back to you from the way that other person views you as well, can, intermingle with your spirit, your emotion. This beautiful love, harmony, and balance energy can come through. Be open to that as well. Leave that cup open. Like, be open to the beautiful Ace of Cups that perhaps has opened up your heart chakra, and now you are able to make these beautiful connections with others, and it's like, don't make these superficial connections. Don't waste the connections that you have right now in your life too. Remember to nurture those, and it's like, perhaps you found your soulmate here, and envelop yourself in that beautiful harmony, that beautiful possibility for love and commitment and pleasure and warmth and mirth and subtlety and celebration energy too. It's absolutely beautiful. So this is like, the divine masculine and feminine have come together as well, and perhaps this Two of Cups is just perhaps you and your higher self connecting on a deeper scale than you've ever done before. And perhaps as we leave this Cancer season, it's because you have learned to love yourself in a different way. It's absolutely beautiful energy. Yeah, this Knight of Cups is underneath too. So it's like, expect someone to come forward and want to create a beautiful connection with you. Perhaps there's something that has come up for you in this Cancer season. You've been made an offer. Someone has approached you, and, it's like they invited you to step into this world of love and roses, and they're fully devoted to you. And maybe this card is like this graceful movement of a slow dance towards love and flirtation and being present and being able to connect, and this person knew what they wanted, so they approached you. But perhaps now it's like your passions are intermingling, your artistic tendencies, your creativity, you're seeking this connection now too as well. You're opening up to this idea of love again, and being ready to be swept off your feet. You've released unrealistic expectations. Perhaps those connections that you made before have allowed you to look at the types of connections that you want going forward. Maybe your expectations have changed, And now you can allow yourself to be deeply honest and be vulnerable and flow freely into these beautiful connections. You know, get ready to believe in true love again. Get ready to believe in soulmates. You know, perhaps you've been made an offer and you thought it was too good to be true, and now you're beginning to see that perhaps you are perfectly matched. Absolutely beautiful energy. And then it's just inspiration, you know, inspiration to work with others, to make art and music and love and create more beautiful masterpieces in your life, and you know, create healing and spread healing and joy and connection throughout the world. You know, pull yourself away from becoming so detached. You know, sometimes that Venus in Aquarius can be detached as we approach this Aquarius full moon. But Venus in Cancer is much more open to love, much more vulnerable, much more able to make those types of connections, while still, yes, taking them out into the world and you know, becoming creative and innovative and perhaps non-traditional in relationships as well. It's absolutely beautiful energy. So go with it, my friends. You know, look at your connections in your relationships and see where they are now, and you know, see what you would like going forward, because clearly there are some beautiful connections that are coming through right now, and perhaps have started coming through within this Cancer season, and will culminate within this full moon energy that we're approaching. Absolutely beautiful cards. Blessed be.